Alright. Yes, we went down the leftmost pad. Or did I say right? My bad. Okay. Everybody in between A and B just split up evenly in between A and B. Oh, that's what happened. Or is that what happened? Alright. If you went onto the right pad, the right side of the right glowing circle, please go down one voice channel. Alright, cool. We should be enough now. Alright. Welcome to Slime Side. The reason we split up is because there are two different instances in this first phase or whatever. We both need to finish our respective encounters at the same time in order for us to go ahead with the rest of the raid. This is Slime Side, which is the left side. Slime Side is a little bit difficult to explain, so I'll do my best to explain it as good as possible. If you are a tank on each of the numbered markers, jump up and down if you do not know what you're doing. If you're a healer... Oh, actually, I need a healer on the 3 marker. Alright. Oh, Eros, you too. Ah, well. Whichever is fine. I didn't see, I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways. Alara, do you know how to do the healer stuff? I recognize the other healer names.
I have an idea. Do I just pick up a slime?
Yeah, so whenever we start the instance, or whenever we start, we open the door. We're gonna be running into the southwest room. You'll be just taking green slimes and then bringing them to the door of our room. And then you just stay there until I pick it up from you. You always want to have one green slime on top of you.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Okay. I need a range DPS on the 2 marker and 1 range DPS on the 4 marker. Okay, and then 1 more on the 4 marker, thank you. The DPS on the markers, jump up and down if you do not know what you're doing. Okay. For the DPS on the numbered markers, you will be taking the red slimes from your respective rooms, out of the rooms, and into the hallway. I will be moving the markers right now. Do not move from where you are. If you look in the minimap, that's where the markers that you were just standing on will correspond to where you will be standing on inside of the arena itself. So the A marker is going to go to the north of the hallway, and the B marker is going to go to the south of the hallway. If you are on 1 or 2, if you're the DPS on 1 or 2, you'll be taking them from your respective rooms and then going to the A marker. If you are on 3 or 4, you'll be taking them from those respective rooms and then bringing them to the B marker. Once those red slimes have been taken out of the rooms, murder them, kill them. They're the biggest reason that slimes wipes. We do not want them close to a green slime, and we want them dead as soon as possible before they merge. Is there anything about that does not make sense? If not, I will keep going. Alright, for general information on how Slime Side works, we will be getting a bunch of green slimes and we'll be merging them on top of pads, the green pads on each of the rooms, to where they're big enough to explode. They need to explode on top of the green pads, they need to explode on top of the green pads, and they will only need to merge with green slimes only. We need them to explode at the same time, meaning that I will do a countdown for the last slime. Once each tank has their last slime, I will call for the last merge. Once we get that last merge going, they will cast something called Rupture, which is them exploding. When that happens, everyone will start running north into the north hallway and then all the way to the east. By doing this, we will have cheesed one of the major mechanics of this encounter. Again, for DPS, all you have to do is kill red slimes and kill Bosjin soldiers. Do the tanks, Demon, you will be taking the middle trap and you'll also be taking the your room trap. Are there any questions? Anything I need to explain a little bit more before we get into this? Alright, if there's nothing else, go ahead and stand in front of the door for me, but do not click on the door. I'll wait for Golem side to report when they're ready. Oh, and the Bajin soldiers that spawn in the Alpha and Bravo markers, they do a big AoE. You can stun them. Melees, you can stun them. You cannot interrupt them though. You can only stun them. And in addition to that, there is a trap in the middle of the hallway that Demon will be sweeping. Make sure that you do not go through the middle of the hallway before Demon does. It looks like everyone's ready, so we're just waiting on Golem side to finish their encounter, or to finish their explanations. How's everyone's day today? I'm mostly chilling. Warm? Yeah, I have an air conditioning unit on, like a separate one from my house's. Hungry. I ate before this. I ate toast and peanut butter. Whoa. A snake? Yo. You know, a friend of mine found a full rabbit in their bedroom one day. And I was like, that's weird. How did that happen? And then he's like, that's normal. Like, it's normal? You just find rabbits in your house? Just randomly? How'd that happen? It was their neighbors. Okay, that makes sense. It's a domestic one. Even though snakes aren't really. How long did you guys do your S run? It really depends on the type of run. 99.9% of runs run on Ether take around like... we explain everything. Or we try to explain as much as we need. So, it really depends. If we... You don't have to stay the entire time, obviously, but, you know. My runs take about 2 hours for a full run. 2.5. But the entire session usually lasts around like 3 to 4. Because I want to go back in. Sometimes, so. Really depends. I've only seen like 3 snakes in person. I really want to have a snake like around my neck. Not like choking me, obviously, but just like I would just want to carry one. I think that'd be cool. No. Like I just want to carry one. It'd be cool to just be able to see. Now something I won't do is hold a spider. Tarantulas terrify me. I mean, spiders are cool, but like I am just terrified. Ooh, I don't like those. Oh yeah, wiggle check. There's a 10-minute timer in every instance that you join. If you're not moving or if you're not typing in chat for 10 minutes, it'll kick you, and I'm not gonna go back in. I'm not gonna go out just for you. So make sure you're not getting kicked out. Spiders are just spooky. Be a brief for like 2 minutes. I mean, you can, but you're DPS, right? Yeah, I mean, you'll be back in by the time we start. We're gonna start anyways, so you're DPS, so it doesn't really matter too much. But as long as you're contributing when you get back, sure. What was it again? Sigoli Road. How could I forget? Alright, everyone get ready. Make sure your all tank stance is on. Countdown 30 going out. Alright, make sure you're not in front of Demon. Healers, get your slimes. Reds are in the rooms. Please pick them up. Oh yeah, Alara, don't fight with another healer for a slime, by the way. Just try to get one for your or for your own. Reds are in the rooms. Please pick them up. Oh, please pick the... Okay, thank you. Reds are in the rooms. Please pick them up. Reds are in the rooms, please pick them up. Healers, make sure your tanks are not getting absolutely smacked. It's about that time where slimes are going to start hurting a little bit. Reminder tanks, report to me whenever you have 4+1. Reds are in the rooms, please pick them up. Northwest 4+1, southwest 4+1. Reds are in the rooms, please pick them up. Northeast 4+1, waiting on one more. Okay. Don't worry. Let the rupture go through. We're gonna rebuild southeast as fast as possible. Start merging slimes for southeast. Do it one at a time though. Use mitigations right now. Yeah, I see the rupture. We're gonna let the rupture go through. Rebuild the slime southeast as fast as possible. Try to keep up healing. Yikes. Alright, that's a wipe. That's my bad. I didn't notice, Sanguine Slime. Alright. Everyone meet in the middle. I didn't notice the red slime spawn. That was my bad. I was focusing on, southeast. Let these fuse and kill us. That's fine. It happens. For the 2 people that did not have a pure essence, please get that sorted as soon as possible. Once we leave, I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to get that sorted. A bunch of people here have pure essences, just ask. Alright, again, in case the 2 people that did not have a pure essence, you'll have about 2 minutes to get it sorted before you re-instance. If it happens that you still don't have a pure essence, we're going to uninstance, and then I'm going to kick you from the party. I have your names written down. If it happens again, I'm just going to kick you. That 2 minutes gives me enough time to get some water. I'll be back. Alright, are there trades go- oh. Alright, I'm back. Are there trades going on right now? Tell me if trades are already done so that I can queue us back in. Trading right now? Alright, thank you. Tell me when that trade is done. Alright, Vivica, can you really quickly come over to Siren Gangos? Pure Essences were on the requirements. Pure Essences are required specifically because they give you enough DPS and they give you enough HP and defense in order for you to survive raid wides and also provide as much DPS as needed specifically for clearing the raid. The entire raid was made specifically with Pure Essences in mind. Oh, you gotta love the RNG. How many do we have? I have a bunch. Alright, go ahead and go to the appraiser to appraise them. Alright. We're gonna try this again. Actually, let's do a soft rage check really quick. Some people might have gone to get water as well. Or go bio or something. There's also an appraiser inside of the instance, if needed. We're gonna do the same trade. Who's the other person? Oh, okay. Okay, Himbo. Thank you, Himbo. Alright. If you want... If Himbo's in here, If you want Gil, just tell me.
Nope.
Alright, fair enough. Go ahead and commence. Alright. Same thing, same drill. Don't step on the pads yet, just go onto the markers on the stairway. And do your thing, do the whatever. That's what I forgot. That's crazy, you know? Alright, that's probably a good idea. And yeah, same trade. Did someone accidentally go into Golem side? Or who was... Yeah, did someone accidentally go into Golem side? From the slime side? Did you? Okay. Alright, yeah, as long as we know. You don't have to go back to slime side, you can go back to the Golem side. You don't need too many explanations. You weren't a specific role here anyways. I don't think so. Alright, once everyone's away from the cache, I'll call to go down. You don't have to do ready checks. The two people that didn't have a pure essence before now have a pure essence. Thank you both for getting that done. Alright, A, B, and C go down to the left side. D, E, and F go down to the right side. You may go back down on your pad. Or you may go back down your one voice channel. Alright, same thing. I checked my holster like 50 times before going down. Go back onto your spots. Do your thing. Yeah, to be honest, I always check it because like the few times I've messed up my holster, one time I accidentally brought Cure 3 instead of Cure 4. That was awesome. As the caster. That was pure bliss. Figuring out that I had to mimic off of I thankfully I had a mimic, but I had to use my mimics on on someone that had Cure 4. Oh man, it sucked. Mimics are pain to get now because Castrums never go 6/6. I know, right? Alright, if there's a question about what happened last time, or if there's something that went a little bit wrong, that we need to clear up, tell us now. Otherwise, well, we can just stay here, doesn't matter. We'll wait for Golem side to say that they're good again. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not specifically that they're bad at CLL, but they're also not. Yeah, people just don't know what to do. It sucks. No, it's just that people don't spread out enough. Sometimes the hallway is just completely untouched, and it's like, wow, okay. I run into that hallway, and it's like, dang, the hallway mobs aren't even like hurt, like at all. It's crazy. I know, right? I truly hate to see it. Alright, if there's no questions, yeah, we chill. Impetus in Dalriada and Castrum were very fun. I know, right? They just stay in the middle and don't do anything. I do that too, but only when I'm angry. Alright, everyone in front of the door, do not click the door. Just get in front of the door, do not click the door. Demon, you're doing the same thing. Doing your run. Did any... Can the DPS in Northeast confirm? If not, then just DPS in North, make sure that you're keeping an eye on it. That's you? Alright, perfect. All tank stance is on, including the one in the hallway, just in case. Tanks, do your sweeps. Healers, get your slimes. The red slimes are in the rooms. Please take them out. It just be like that sometimes. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of sick and twisted with it. Reds are in the rooms. Please pick them up. Reds are in the rooms, please pick them up. Reds are in the rooms, please pick them up. About this time, make sure your tanks are not getting bopped too hard. Keep them healthy because these slimes hurt a lot. From now on, I think red slimes only show up in 3 of the rooms. I think there's a time that happens. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on the red slimes. Red slimes are in the rooms. Please pick them up. Northeast 4+1. Thank you. Southwest 4+1. Northwest 4+1. Northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. Alright, alright. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Provoke. Take the last slime. Oh, wait, no, no, no. Okay, never mind, never mind, never mind. Try to separate them. You can separate the... Continue. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This should be... +1 right away. Okay, that is completely my bad. I didn't notice. Go ahead and run north and all the way to the east of the hallway. Go run north, prop sprint. If anyone's lagging behind, please rescue them. Thank you for the rupture call. That's completely my bad. I didn't notice. Stay in the corner, pop mitigations if needed. You don't really need to. You don't get hit here, but... Let's just hope it let's hope it works out. We got it! Anyone dead? Alpha and Charlie, please tell me if anyone's dead. Alpha clear. Charlie alive. We can go up now. Thank you for... It just be like that. Is our visitor's alive, I assume. Alright. We didn't have anything wrong happening in slimes. That wasn't my fault.
Oh, I know that feeling. I was the only one who fucked up in 2 rounds of golems.
Alright.
I sure do remember which button holds my invuln.
Oh, yeah. Of course, of course. Alright. We have 45 in voice call right now. Or is anyone still in the bottom one? Yeah. We'll give them a second. Alright, cool. We have everyone in VC right now. Well, there's 47 people, but I assume one person is kind of... I don't know. Okay. If it is your first time here, please stand or jump on top of the blue frog to the left. If it is your first time here, if it's your first time at the raid, getting to this boss. Alright, thank you. You may go back behind the purple line now. As a general rule of thumb, if you are gone, if you need to feed your cat, or if you need to go to the restroom, or if you need anything like that, go behind the purple line. This ensures that we don't pull without you. Markers. Where's my markers? They're there. Alright. Welcome to the first boss of DRS. There are really only 3 important points that I need to make before we get into this. Every other mechanic can be called out on the fly. First off, I call everything boss relative and by safe spots. This means I will call out fourfold mercies relative to where the boss is facing. When I say front, stand in front of the boss. When I say right, stand to the boss's right. If you are having trouble seeing where the boss is oriented, Trinity Seeker has a big red shield behind them. Alternatively, the hitbox itself has a few arrows that point forwards. If you're able to see it. Secondly, when I call out Earth Shakers, 3 lucky people will have a line attached to them. These lines will indicate a small cone AoE coming from the center. Ensure that this line does not go through or point towards the party. it could potentially kill a bunch of us. I will repeat it multiple times if someone is doing this wrong. Lastly, when I say in front or behind a wall, let me do this real quick. I'm a circle today. I don't know, I just kind of feel like a circle today. Lastly, when I say in front or behind a wall, I mean this wall. So if I say in front, you'd be in front. If I say behind, you go behind. Simple as that. This is our first enrage encounter, so use food, use your lost actions, tinctures if you have them, all of that good stuff. If you are ready, stand in front of the purple line. If you have any other questions, stay behind and tell me what your question is. Also, do we have anyone that wants to main tank for us? Would anyone like to main tank? Demon? Is that you? Alright. Thank you. Alright, again, if you are ready, stand in front of the purple line. I have no other explanations. All tanks, tank stance is off, except for Demon. Alright, the markers. The Church of Dab was doing their thing. Alright, yes, this is where you would use Rend Armor. Make sure to stagger them so that they we have full uptime on it. We have 2 people behind the purple line. We will wait until they are ready. Sleepy and Mizuki. Alright, one more. Sleepy Puppy. Are you here? You give him a sec. Also, I'll try to be a good safety shape for this fight. No promises though, because sometimes I run to the most abysmal spots. We're 70, 47. I guess they're just gone. The Tonberry emote is one of my favorite emotes of all time. The DDC? I don't see the Pokeball. Oh! Was that them? Okay. Alright. Demon, give us a countdown of 30. Go do your full openers. It's game time. Go, go, go. I missed that, thank you. First mechanic is a raid wide. Get ready to mitigate, or mitigate now. Next one is a friendly clone to the left. Say hi. Fourfold Mercies. Is right, right, left, left. Right for 2 cleaves, left for 2 cleaves. Stand on the right side for 2 cleaves, left side for 2 cleaves. 1, 2, move over. 3, 4. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. You may look back now, flower gets very big. Get close to the boss. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Tanks up front only. Tanks up front only. Tanks up front only. Now nobody up front. Nobody up front except for the main tank. Nobody up front except for the main tank. God, I love seeing the mechanics like. Only visually though. The mechanics actually happen. Stack up for chains, stack up for chains. Break your chains and be in front of a barrier. Break your chains and be in front of a barrier. Break your chains and be in front of a barrier. In front of a barrier. Back to the center for healing and mitigation. We'll be following these explosions. Ifrit dashes. Go to the 2 marker. Towards the 2 marker. We're going counterclockwise. Behind the barricade at 1. Behind the barricade at 1. Behind the barricade at 1. Behind. Back at it. Stand on top of the 1 marker. Stand on top of the 1 marker. This is a stack marker. Stand on top of the 1. Stay here. Dodge these when they show up. Just dodge. It's just a normal dodge. You played the game, you know how this works. Sand or stone. Be on stone. Be on dark stone. Be on stone. Next time this happens is Earth Shakers. Be on sand, be on light sand, be on sand. Earth Shakers away, Earth Shakers away, Earth Shakers away, Earth Shakers away. Reminder, rotate them away. Be on stone, Earth Shakers away. Dodge these. Face it as north as possible. Go intercardinal of the boss. Go intercardinal of the boss. It is tilted. The boss is tilted. Intercardinal of the boss. We pushed it. It's fine. Get to the center. It is Ifrit dashes and then fourfold mercies. Go to the B marker. Bravo marker. Bravo marker. We're going clockwise. Double movement. It is back, front, back. Back for 1 cleave, front for 2 cleaves, back for the last cleave. Go front. 1, 2, go behind. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. You may look back, get away from the flower. It gets very big. Stack up for chains, stack up for chains. Break your chains. No other mechanic here, just break your chains. Raid wide. Get away from the main tank. Next up is Sander Stone. Fourfold mercies, and then the next Sander Stone. It is back, front, back for 2 cleaves, front for 2 cleaves. We're standing on sand, be on light sand, be on sand. 1, 2, go to the front. End on stone, make sure your character's on stone in front of the boss. Stay on stone. 1 last one. Be on stone again, be on stone again. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Grid first and then the lines. Grid first and then the lines. Grid wide. Let's see how many people are there. We are not holding DPS. Be in front, inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Okay, fourfold mercies on the clone. There will be a fourfold mercies on the clone on each of the, or one of the cardinal directions. It's north. Be in front of a barrier at 1. Be in front of the barrier at 1. Be in front of the barrier at 1. It'll be right, right, left, left of the clone. Right, right, left, left of the clone. Right of the clone. 1, 2, move over. 3, 4. Stack up your chains. Break your chains and then healer LB3 in the center of the arena. Break your chains and then healer LB3 in the center of the arena. Make sure you get your healer LB3s out. Kill. Was there a party with with both of their healers dead? Or was it an early LB? DC? Got it.
Do not run ahead, there are traps ahead, watch out.
Yeah, do not run ahead, there are traps. Also, do not step on the glowing pad up ahead. Go to the right. If you are rezzing someone, make sure you are standing on top of the body you need to res. If you are in our duelist party, if you're in a duelist party, please do whatever they say in order for them to get the best chance of clearing the duel. But again, do not step on the glowing pad. That is for our duelist. Excuse me. That's both of the people up? Alright. Make sure you're going to the right. Make sure you're going to the right. And dodge all the traps, obviously. Stay behind the purple line no matter what here. Stay behind the purple line no matter what here. We are waiting for the duelist to finish up their prep and then get going. Once we see that the duelist has started their encounter, we will go in. If we see a countdown, it is not ours. If we see a countdown, it is not ours. The number markers being out there is really funny, actually. I'm not gonna keep them, but for explanations of this fight is a trash boss. Do not use lost actions here. If you get a 1, 2, 3, or 4 marker above your head, whenever I say to look above your head, make sure you match that number to the marker. Do not. This is not ours. Do not pull. This is a learning check, or learning check. This is a hearing check. Do not pull the boss. Sweet. All right. Whenever I say to look above your head, there will be a number above 4 people's heads. Match that. Match 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4 on the marker. This one. No, this one. So you will stand on top of the marker, not directly on top of the marker. There will be an ad that is an untargetable ad that is around that marker. Just make sure that your number, it matches the marker. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, stand in front of the purple line if you're ready. If I see most people in front of the purple line, I'm just gonna call the pull. Alright, Demon, just pull whenever you can. Or whenever you want. Look at your feet. Dodge these. Stay out of these. It's a bad. Stay out of these again. It's a bad. Do not be in front of the Dahu. Do not be in front of the Dahu. Do not be in front. Do not be in front. Do not be in front again. 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 Back to the center. Dahu. Dodge these. Numbers going out. Maybe. Sometime. Yeah, numbers going out. If you have a 1, go to the 1 marker. 2 to the 2 marker, etc., etc. Did I have one? Was that me? I'm trolling, dude. Go to the left and then move over to the right. Go to the left, move over to the right. Dude, it's a circle, I swear. Get knocked back to a safe spot. Get knocked back to a safe spot. If you know the secret jutsu, do the secret jutsu. Dang, I didn't do the secret jutsu. 5 fire breathes going in that direction. 1, 2, 3 casters can stay here. 4 and 5. It's a circle, I swear. It's not me. Our main tank is gonna get bodied by a bunch of ads. They will also spin around. Don't worry, there's no cleaves or anything. Just kill the ads. Ads are bad. Our main tank is getting absolutely rolled right now. Alright, back onto the Dahu. Everything that just happened will happen again, but faster, way faster. Get out of this AoE and then go into it. Into the AoE. Numbers on top of your head. Please match them to a number on the edge of the arena. This is very important. I don't have one on top of me this time. If you're a tank with a flare marker, go south, everyone else north. Tanks with flare markers go south, everyone else north. Tanks with flare markers go south, everyone else north. Back at it. Five fire breathes going in that direction. 1, 2, kill. Sweet. Alright. Healers, stay behind. There are a couple dead. Was it actually me that had a number? That sucks. I couldn't see it. That's whack, bro. Ardulis has won. Congratulations. Yeah, the circle really messes. The circle messes me up in Queen too, and that's even worse. Okay. Yeah, we can go on ahead now. Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't done the duel before, Dork. I think I remember your name from like a really long time ago. Like back in Lemonade or something. Okay. I need waymarks. One and two are RS sphere tanks. 3 and 4 are also RS sphere tanks. A and B are main tanks. I need a tank on each of these markers. Okay. I'm just gonna switch you guys just for my own sake. 1, 2. 1, 2. Any of the tanks that are on the markers that do not know what they're doing, please stand up. Or, please stand up. Please jump up and down for me. Alright. So for you two, at the very, very end of the fight, there will be a bunch of orbs, or balls that just spawn in the arena. The both of you will be running down here. Dishana, you'll be turning on your tank stance. Take the R sphere that spawns like around here, provoke it, and make sure you're top enmity on it. Once it dies, you'll get a marker above your head. Once you see that marker, use your invuln, and hopefully a healer can bring you back up. Parry, same thing, except you'll be doing the you'll be focusing on the aura sphere after Dishana. So there's going to be 2 sets of it. The second one, you'll be provoking, making sure you're top enmity, and then invulning whenever you see the marker above your head. Yep, perfect. Alright. Every other mechanic, or every other thing is fine. For reflects, I see Aroha already got one. Thank you. Do we have other... Okay, let's get reflects called out for each party. Where is... In raid chat 1, I will be... QG reflect. In raid chat 1, there's a diagram of which orbs you will be reflecting. If you do not know how to reflect but want to try, or have reflect and want to, help out, tell me if you don't know what you're doing, and then I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. We have Bravo reflect, Charlie reflect, Echo reflect, Foxtrot reflect. B, C, E, F. Okay. Whoever wants to, if you're like debating on whether or not you want to learn, you can tell me just after. I'm gonna do explanations right now, and if you want to try after hearing my explanations, then I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay. These 4 robots in front of us are the Queen's Guard. This one encounter will make us fight all of them in pairs. This fight has 3 major phases. Right now, since we do have a living duelist, all tanks need to turn on their tank stance. We don't want our duelist getting smacked here. We'll fight all of them at once. We just do AoEs until they all disappear. Once they all disappear, all tanks turn their tank stances off except for our 2 main tanks. In that phase, the only mechanic I really need to explain, or there's 2 of them, but the first one I need to really explain is the French fry mechanic. When I call it out, the boss in the center of the arena will have 3 massive French fries around them. The idea here is that the one side without a French fry will be safe. So we'll be either going in or out, depending on which mechanic he does the other time. The second mechanic I have to explain is the bombs. As a rule of thumb, it's double or nothing, go big, which means that if the bombs are not tethered and you are not tethered, you'll go to a big bomb. Or if the bombs are tethered and you are tethered, you also go to big bomb. Otherwise, if there's only a tether on the bombs, you go small. Or if there's only a tether on you, you also go small. I will call it out, but it's still a mechanic you have to resolve on your own, so just to make sure. For the second phase, excuse me. For the second phase, the only mechanic I have to really explain is Mystadio mechanic. If you remember from that one Alliance raid, the really cool looking boss with the sniper rifle, the mechanic where there's an incomplete ring around your character and you have to rotate the open side towards where the damage is coming from, it is the exact same concept here. So in the center of, for future reference, you will be aiming the open side of your ring towards the center of the arena where the gunner is, hopefully, and to a turret, and then secondly to the turret at the wall. What do I mean by turret at the wall? It's a circular arena. On the east and west of the arena, there will be a bunch of turrets lined up. They're kind of interlocking and shooting in towards the arena. You will have to line yourself up in front, directly in front of a turret, and open side towards it. Easy. And you can be hit by two. It is totally possible to be hit by two turrets, so make sure that you are hitting only one of them. Or maybe make sure you're directly in front of one so that you're only being hit by one of them. Something frog joke. Last phase is when a bunch of orbs spawn. That's when the aura sphere tanks do their job. When a bunch of when all the reflectors do their job. Let me see. I think I saw a D reflect somewhere. Yep. I need an alpha reflect. I don't think I saw one. Honestly, I just do whatever you feel like going to. But yeah. If you want to know which orb you want to go to, at the very end there's two aura spheres that happen in the north and south. We'll have whoever was in slime side go to the north aura sphere and burn that down, and then to the south, and then golems to the south aura sphere and burn that down. We're missing alpha reflect if I remember correctly. We have B reflect. Oh, we do have A. Alright, thank you. Alright, sorry. Thank you for making me check again. So yeah, aura spheres are important to kill before the actual bosses. This is because if they don't die in time, they start killing random people, just randomly, and that's no bueno. Okay. Last thing, just a few mechanics that I need to explain as well. Spellforge and Steel Sting. If you are a healer that has Spellforge and or Steel Sting in your party, please use that now. We need this for the first phase. Can I have 2 dispels? Shout it out for me. While we're getting those dispellers, I'll be right back. I drank too much water. Alright, I'm back. I would like 2 dispellers called out, please. Do we not have any dispels? We've got to have dispels, right? We have 1 dispel. Okay, thank you. The Bell, do you... What's your other action that you have popped right now? Reflect. Oh. Do you have another reflect in your holster? Okay. Do we have someone else with this spell? You've never done it before? That's fine. I'll tell you. It's not too bad. I'll tell you what you need to do. It's during the fight, but I'll tell you who to dispel. You're gonna be dispelling the boss in the east. And whenever I say so, it's gonna do a cast called Boost. After Boost, is called out. After Boost resolves, then you want to dispel the buff that it gets. Again, I'll call it out. But you do kind of have to do it a bit fast because the raid wide after it happens fast. Alright. The spell is a GCD and it has a cast time. Alright. Stand in front of the purple line if you are ready. I believe that's everything I need to explain. No, that's not it. That's it. You can. You can swift cast Dispel. Alright. Sleepy puppy again. Are you here? Stand in front of the purple line if you're ready. So they are the one that's not a VC. Alright. I'll do a 30-second countdown. Start putting Spellforge and Steel Sting on your party. Spellforge to the people that have primarily physical attacks, and Steel Sting to people that have, or classes, jobs that have primarily magic damage. For the classes that have both, just put whichever one I call for. Get at it. Reminder, all tank stance is on. Make sure our duelist does not get smacked. We're getting a couple of raid wides soon. Raid wide. All tank stances off except for our main tanks. All tank stances off except for our main tanks. Warrior to the wall first. Knight to the center. Remove purple, you want yellow. Remove Spellforge, you want Steel Sting. First mechanic. Shield Omen. We will be knocked back from the center to the bomb of our choice. Tether's too big, everyone else is small. Tether's too big, everyone else is small. Knock back from the center to your bomb. Knock back from the center to your bomb, not in the path of the knight. Not in the path of the knight. Tether's too big, everyone else is small. If you drop first, go to the middle of an explosion. If you drop first, go to the middle of an explosion. Back at it. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Dispel warrior now. Dispel warrior. Thank you. Knight is high. I didn't mention, but we need to kill them at the same time. Oh yeah, raid wide. Next mechanic. Next mechanic is French fries. Tethers to wind, everyone else to lightning. Tethers to wind, everyone else to lightning. Tethers to wind, everyone else to lightning. Look at the center boss for me, please. Away from the boss. Towards the C marker. Away from the boss, towards the C marker. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior. Dispel the warrior now. Thank you. Raid wide. Both even. Warrior slightly high. Tank busters. Tank busters. Warrior high. No change needed. Both even. Next mechanic. Sword Omen, your bomb will be at the edge of the arena. Your bomb will be at the edge of the arena. Tethers too small, everyone else too big. Tethers too small, everyone else too big. Tethers too small, everyone else too big. Don't be in the line of the charging knight. At the edge of the arena. If you fall first, go to where the explosion just happened. If you fall first, go to where the you know what I mean. Knight high. Get ready to dispel the warrior. Kill them both. Thank you for the dispel. Kill warrior. You can slot off Spellforge and Steel Sting. Soldier to the wall first. Gunner to the center. Spellforge and Steel Sting are no longer needed. First mechanic. Great Ball of Fire. These fire orbs will turn into frogs. The small ones will give us our safe spot in between them. They will move once. Directly north is our safe spot. Directly north is our safe spot. Open side towards the center. Open side towards the center. Open side towards the center. Now turret at the wall. Open side towards the turret at the wall. Back at it. If any important rolls are dead, please say. Main tanks. Mitigate. Oh, my bad, my bad. I'll take over gunner. Oh wait, never mind, demons up again. We're good, we're good, we're good. Main tanks, get ready. Get ready to pick up the turrets. Once the turrets spawn, everyone focus the turrets. Main tanks, pick up your turrets. Everyone focus the turrets. Main tanks, get ready to... Main tanks invuln, main tanks invuln. Kill the turrets. Perfect. Bring the gunner back to the center. Keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop moving. Casting is not moving. Keep moving, keep moving. Alright, you can stop moving if you want. Gunner is slightly high. Next mechanic. Next mechanic is Jumpy Boys. Soldier, or they're both even. Soldiers is slightly high. The tethered clones are bad. They will jump twice. Towards the B marker, towards the Bravo marker is safe. Towards the Bravo marker is safe. Open side towards the center. Open side towards the center. Turret at the wall, turret at the wall, turret at the wall. Back at it. Soldier slightly high. Oh, raid wide. Tank busters. Healers, if you have healer LB3, use it in the middle of the arena. If you have healer LB3, use it in the middle of the arena. Aura Sphere tanks, get ready. Slime side north, go inside south. Focus down the Aura Spheres, they need to die. Reflectors, do your thing. Don't attack the wards, don't attack the wards. Okay, you can attack now. I didn't get to see which one was missed. Don't attack the wards, don't attack the wards. Respect the reflect. Respect the reflect. Okay, back at it. Southeast, okay. Aura Spheres, go back to the Aura Spheres. They need to be killed. Don't attack the wards. You can attack the wards now. If you still need to use LB3, use it. If you still need to use healer LB3, use it. Okay. Sorry if that sounded a bit frenzied. Queen's Guard sucks. We have an extra chest here, thanks to our duelist. Thank our duelist for the chest. I did see one person dead, so we'll see. You may move ahead to the Phantom, but do not pull it. If you know how to gamble, do the gamble. Alright, that should be everyone rezzed. If you know how to gamble, go ahead and gamble. If you do not know how to gamble, step on the 3 marker for me, please. Oh, let me actually do this while I'm at it. Beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, boop. Where's Demon? Demon, can you put the block 1 on top of you? Alright. The only thing you need to know about this fight is that do not use lost actions here, except... Oh, actually, no. You know what? Go ahead and use lost actions here. If you have, like, 3 or less, you're gonna be refilling them anyways, so you might as well use them up. This is where we would use Banish. I'm pretty sure, Iro has Banish. And, yeah, you don't have to use lots of actions if you don't want to. You're gonna be replacing them for the next fight anyways. Yeah, Demon, pull whenever you want. No real explanations needed here. Tanks, if you have your tank stance on, turn them off. Only demon. Raid wide. We'll see if this was right. We're going to the Delta marker. We're walking down the donut. If you remember the donut from the normal mode, it's the exact same thing here. Walk it down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Do not step in the purple. Do not step in the purple. Do not step in the purple. One more flash. Go to 3 marker. To the 3 marker. And we're gonna stay here for the next few mechanics. I always go to the 4 column. Call you. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on the 4 marker, and then we're going over there. 1, 2, 3. Go to the 4 marker. Three flashes on the 3 marker. 3. Go to the 3 marker. Ads phase. Let's go. Kill the red ones, heal up the white ones. Kill the red, heal up the white. Benediction is a insta heal, kill, heal, kill. I do that joke every time. Last wave, this is the last wave of this ads phase. Heal up the Misty Wraith. Heal that one up. Clemency. Interrupt the boss. Now spin the boss. It does nothing. It is powerless. We are in control now. Okay, we're not in control anymore. Okay, summon to the 3 marker. It doesn't matter. Do not move ahead. There are traps. Do not move ahead. There are traps. Do not pick up. Do not pick up Percy. Percy is leaving. Thank you again, Percy, if you're still here in voice call. Thank you for joining us today. I hope your first Ether experience was great. You hate to see it. Iroha, don't... Percy is leaving, so you don't have to pick them up. Or, how do I communicate that? There are traps up ahead. Please be careful while walking towards it. Again, do not step on these traps. Not even for fun. We need them. Not yet, not yet. Alright. How did I do this again? Oh yeah. We need lost shell from this point on. If you do not have lost shell, be behind the A marker. If you do not have lost shell on you, go behind the A marker. Once you get lost shell on you, go in front of the A marker. Tanks. You need Ether Shield in this fight. If you have, or if you're the tank that's going to be using Lost Ether Shield, please slot it in now. You'll be using it every raid wide. I will call it out. Alright, welcome to probably the most difficult fight in DRS. This is where I will remind you to focus on mechanics over DPS. You cannot hit the boss if you are hitting the floor. Trinity Avowed is conceptually the same as in normal mode, where the goal of each mechanic is to zero out your temperature. First, I will explain Quick March. When I call out Quick March, a debuff will appear in your debuffs bar with an arrow showing the direction where you will be forced to move. Where is my circle? I took it off. Okay. So, for example, in my debuffs bar, if I have an icon that shows an arrow pointing to the right, when that debuff goes down to 0, when the timer goes down to 0, I'll be forced 2 squares within the arena to the right. If I was facing north. Same thing for if it was a left arrow, it'll be 1, 2, and stuff like that. Next up is Unseen Eye. Whenever I call out Unseen Eye, there will be ads on the north and east walls. Just make sure you're not in front of them. They go in a crisscross thing. Just make sure you're not in front of one of the... Yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, next up is the concept of Elemental Brand. Essentially, this is a temperature on top of your already existing temperature. So for example, if you had 1 cold and 2 hot for your brand, you will need to be hit by 1 cold to zero out your temperature. Or, if you had 2 hot and 2 hot for your brand, you will need to be hit by 2 hits of 2 cold. That sounds awful for me to say, and it sounds awful to listen to. So if there's any questions about that, like for me to explain it a little bit more, please tell me. Otherwise, I'll just keep going. Alright. Next thing I will explain are the phases. Swords phase is the more confusing one, so I will call that out right now. Does everyone have shell? Seems so. I'll be moving the markers to how they're supposed to be right now. During Swords phase, the Trinity Avowed will move in between the 2 and 3 markers. Okay. Trinity Avowed will be moving in between the 2 and 3 markers and will go invulnerable, or untargetable. Once that happens, the mechanic will happen, and that mechanic will happen, and only the mechanic will happen. All you need to do is move to where you need to be. I will call out a safe spot. One of the markers, 1, 2, 3, or 4, will be safe from any sword slashes. Your answer to your mechanic, to your temperature mechanic, will be either north, south, east, or west of the safe spot, directly. Cardinal directions ensure that you're only being hit by 1 of your desired temperature. If you go diagonal from the safe spot, you will get hit by 2 slashes, and you will die no matter what. Let me see if I can get the TA swords. Is that what it's called? That's not it. Swords? TA sword? Oh well, whatever. Yeah. So you just need to look for the sword that you need to be hit by. Go to that side and then adjust yourself so that you're next to the safe spot. If you are diagonal from the safe spot, you die no matter what. Next up, I explain is bow phase. Lorianne gave a good picture of how swords or how bow fades will look like. If you remember, in DR normal, the little maze that the arrows go through, and you have to follow the path that gets highlighted. In Savage, that path is more complicated, and it will yourself. The idea here is that the arrow you want to be hit by will take every turn it possibly can while making its way towards us. So you have to trace out the path of the arrow using your finger or your mouse. Alternatively, you can use the diagram that Lorianne posted. I used the... Oh. Wait, okay, hold on. I call it this way. Inverted and normal is fine, but I call it right side or left side higher. So the way I do it is... high ladder. I call it left side or right side higher. How do we know which one you need to be hit by? It's on the, there's only 2 patterns that'll happen. And yes, on the top will be the spots where your arrow could be, or your answer could be. And then they will correspond to the bottom. Oh yeah, Aoi's a little video. I forgot about that. Right, anyways. And then last one is meteor phase. Meteor phase you don't really have to do. You don't really, it's just go to where I tell you to go. That's pretty much it. Are there any questions? Anything I need to explain a little bit more? How do we know which one you need to get hit by? So like, I assume I'm gonna interpret your question differently. In the sense that if you remember in DR normal, you have to zero out your temperature. So if you had 1 tick of hot, you would need to be hit by a mechanic that gets you hit by 1 tick of cold, so that your temperature is neutral. A lot of people think of it as like hot is positive numbers and cold is negative numbers, or the other way around or whatever. So it's like if you're +1 hot, you need to be hit by -1 cold in order to be 0. And yes, you have 2 temperatures in Savage, meaning that you'll have to add your overhead temperature alongside the brand that you get in your debuffs bar. So if you had +1 hot and then -2 cold, you would need to be hit by +1 hot in order to be at 0. The one you have to trace? Okay. Okay, yeah. Are there any other questions? Anything I need to explain a little bit more before we get into this? Don't worry, this is the hardest fight for newer players, and also like some returning players. I know it took me like 5 runs of this in order to not die. So yeah, it's a lot. I can't tell you your exact thing, so you're just gonna have to do it. Stand in front of the purple line if you're ready. Also, no, there's 3 fights after this. Oh, after this, two, my bad. It's this one and then 2 more. Stand in front of the purple line if you are ready. Alright, Sleepy is not here. Bladeborn said they were using, or they were going to be right back, so we'll give it a second. What comes before Queen is a secret. Don't worry about it. Alright. You wash your hands? Sweet. Alright. All tank stances off except for Demon. Demon, 30 seconds on the board. This isn't a rage fight, so food, tinctures, all of that good stuff. Oh, let's just pull, tanks up front. All tanks up front. 3 of us will get smacked. Oh, also I'm taking Ether Shield for my party. Ether shields, sunken 2. Ether shields, ether shields. There's no sunken 2. Get behind the boss, get behind the boss. Full phase second. You can pre-position, be in front of the boss, in front of the boss. Casters can pre-position outwards. Casters in ranged. Get away from the boss at the flash of light. Away from the boss at the flash of light. Away from the boss now. We're getting staff phase first. 1, 3. Look at your temperature. Visualize which meteor you need to be hit by. Stand on top of the 3 marker. Visualize which you need to be hit by. Look at your forced march. Look at your quick march. Position your character so that you move towards your meteor. In 1 second. Back to the center. Ether shields. Get behind the boss. Get behind the boss. Look at your quick march. We will be going away from the big wall of fire. Tanks up front, tanks up front, tanks up front. Look at your quick march, we're going away from the wall of fire. Towards the delta marker, towards the delta marker. Rescue anyone that gets rezzed or that bounces in the wall of fire. Look at your temperature. Visualize which area you need to be hit by. It is right side higher. It is right side higher. Resolving right now. Right now. Ether shields. In front of the boss, in front of the boss. It is facing towards the 3 marker. In front of the boss. No big cooldowns. No big cooldowns. No big cooldowns. She's going untargetable. Look at your temperature. Visualize which sword you need to be hit by. Going untargetable now. 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 Sometime. First safe spot is 4. First safe spot is 4. North, south, east, or west of 4 is your safe spot. Or is your answer. The answer. Safe spot is 4. Jesus. I can't talk. 3. 3 is the next safe spot. North, south, east, or west of 3. Directly north, south, east, or west of 3 is your answer. Back to the boss. Ether shields. At the flash of light, get away from the boss. At the flash of light, get away from the boss. Away from the boss now. Back at it. Look at your temperature. Look at your brand. Add them together. Visualize which meteor you need to be hit by. Stay on the 3 marker. Healers, heal up as soon as possible. You're walking to your meteor. You're walking to your meteor. Outside corners are safe. To your meteor, outside corners are safe. Back at it. Ether shields. Is LB3 up? Oh no, it's too late, my bad. Tell me when LB3 is up. Get behind the boss, get behind the boss. Tell me when LB3 is up. I don't have LB3 in my party.
I'll call it up for you.
Thank you. Unseen Eye. Corners, or diagonal from the boss, diagonal from the boss. Pop sprint, we're going towards the delta marker. Delta marker, delta marker.
Just as a warning, just because I call out LB3 is ready does not mean pop LB3.
Yes. Look at your temperature. Look at your brand. Add them together, visualize what you need to be hit by. You might not need to be hit by anything. Look at your quick march. Remember, 2 squares. 2 squares. It is right side higher.
Can I?
It is right side higher. Position yourself. 2 squares, resolving. Ether shields, ether shields. Use healer LB3 now, if you have it. Healer LB3 now. Healer LB3 now. Tanks against the wall, tanks against the wall. Only tanks against the wall. Only tanks against the wall. No more healer LB3s. No more. In front, in front. In front of the boss. In front of the boss. In front of the boss. No big cooldowns. Look at your temperature. Look at your brand. Add them together, you might need to be hit twice. First safe spot is 1. First safe spot is 1. North, south, east, or west of 1. The 1 marker. Three is the next safe spot. North, south, east, or west of 3. Back at it. Start pumping. Ether shields. If you have healer LB3 and haven't used it yet, use it now. Ether shields. We're pumping damage. This is enrage. Alright. What time is it? 10. Alright. I will be willing to go again. If you need to leave, you can leave. Thank you for joining me tonight. But if you're willing to stay for another round, or one more run, I'm not going to be doing the same explanations. I'm not going to do the same explanations, I'm just going to skip explanations. But if you need to leave, go ahead and leave. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, night. Or night. I'll give it 5 minutes for people to leave, and then I'll put back up the party finder. Again, thank you all for joining me tonight. It was a great time. Don't worry about it. It is any prog, so I don't expect perfection at all anyways. Alright, I'll be right back if... Yeah, we'll see. I'm willing to go back in, but I'm not gonna promise it. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I apologize, I'm gonna stop the raid right now because I just got hit by a massive wave of tiredness. I had like 2 hours of sleep last night. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you all had a great time, and I apologize for having to stop, but it is what it is. Again, thank you all for joining me. If you have any questions, please tell me, or you can ask me right now. Otherwise, again, thank you all for the run. It's great seeing a lot of returning people, actually. But yeah, if you have any questions or want, like, or if you have any questions on the raid or any questions on, you know, other things, go ahead and you can tell me right now. Or you can ask me. What's up?
So, no, I was just going to say thank you for hosting. It was pretty fun.
Oh, thank you for joining. It's because of
No
you
problem.
guys that it makes these runs like
No.
really great. Yeah, I'm calling
We'll
it.
get-
Sorry.
We'll clear next time, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I had a lot of fun this run, so I'm fine with it.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Of course. Seeing people duel is great. I was like, I was getting another cup of water, and like, this huge wave of tiredness just hit me. Like, for some reason, it's like I can't keep my eyes open right now. It's crazy. I don't know what just happened. Oh yeah, stop my stream.